Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live plumbing.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddy, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddy. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddy S, the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
You know, you either do this consistently or you don't. Because if I talk, you can't talk. If you talk, I can't talk.
I'm sorry.
So if you want to do it now.
Good morning, everybody.
No. Good morning, America.
Oh, good morning, America.
No, with the emphasis.
What if it's not? What if they're not in America? It could be everybody.
Say good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
There you go. The rest of it we work on. Can we get one thing straight and then we'll figure it out?
A little bit of a late start, but wow, what a night.
Wow, a little tired.
I actually finally slept last night. I think my anticipation of going up to the event had been up all weekend, all week, up until last night. My feet were like, I don't know how to get rid of the foot pain before I even fell asleep last night. But what a great night.
I got to tell you, 5,000 steps. I got to tell you, you put on a big shindig.
Thank you.
That was not easy.
Thank you.
You got to take a bow because I didn't think we were going to get anybody.
I know. And you're getting me a little nervous. You're getting me a lot nervous.
But every time I say that, we do well.
Yeah, but last night was different because last night was actually the first event that people who came bought a ticket. And there was a cover. And a huge thank you to the Delray Chamber and Mike from Crazy Uncle Mike's, Duca Delray, all of our sponsors, all of our supporters, because the past 2 events we've had for AMP Futures had been a come to the studio event fundraiser. This actually had a cover charge. We took it out of studio, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Everyone was happy. Everyone got to eat and drink and have fun and network. And then we come back to work, and everything's ready to rock and roll.
I know. She's so happy about that. You don't have to clean.
It's all in my car at the moment.
Karen says, I missed the part where I clean. I go, no, she didn't want the mess.
But did you see a difference or not a difference? I know the bands were thrilled. It was nice to see Josh and Jalen and Megan on stage. Creeper Jr., you had a good time? The kids said that was the best audience they'd ever had. And everyone, working nurses, Michaela, she was in love with the boys. She's like, I got to film them all. She won the 561 Music Studios 1 month of free music lessons because she's a singer. Mm-hmm. So great. So great. And our crew was there. Chloe was the rock star of the night. She was like the spotlight. She saved the night with her laptop getting the music on.
If she didn't have a laptop, I guess I would have gone back. I had just left.
That's why we're all calling you for your laptop. Or the dongle is sitting right on the music table back there. So either or.
Forget about that. I ain't finding no donkey there.
Dongle. What's the difference between a donkey and a horse, by the way?
The size.
Well, there's also a mule, which is the crossbreed of both.
Let's complicate it. But you had a good time?
I had a great time. The only thing about that night is that there's no excuses because I didn't have to pour a drink. I didn't have to entertain people outside. I didn't have to do none of that. Just party with everybody that was there, network with people, talk about different adventures, different things. About 8 people says they would like to do a shindig at Crazy Uncle Mike. Because I kept coming over to him. Mike, they want to do something. Mike, they want to do something. It was nice.
It was great. And I didn't even think about it as a networking opportunity.
Oh, that's
but
what
it was
they
a
did.
huge networking opportunity.
It was.
To me, it was really about bringing awareness to the foundation and to all of you guys. And then I realized people came to network, which was incredible, and to spotlight their businesses. Alpha Pest Control, a new pest control company that's sponsoring us, and working nurses, and
I
Michelle
have never met
Spears,
that
and-
lady.
Yeah, she was here. She was one of our interns' job coaches.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She was one of our interns' job coaches, and we had known her for years, and she had a placement.
She knew me and everything about me. I
She's
was like,
been here. She
okay.
was here every week checking on her student. And then her parents passed away and left her the family business, which is the pest control company that she started with them. So she went from job coaching to running the family business like overnight. And they handle everything. They do inside, outside, termites, tiki huts, fertilization. I have 4 people at my house. Remember when you had your house? I have an inside, an outside, a fertilizer, 4 people that cover everything that she does. So they came to the house the other day and waiting to see what way they can do.
And you only need one?
And I
Well,
only
she-
need one. It's like they'll do everything.
Well, she's coming on Monday. Crazy Uncle Mike, I asked him to come on Tuesday. Now, people were a little bit, so we'll see if they show up.
And now working nurses, apparently you're doing a karaoke on
Oh,
Tuesday,
yes.
is what I've been
we
told.
are doing Red Face, because they have an event called Paint the Town Red.
Okay.
And so I said to her, do you want to do a Paint the Town Red Tuesday to make the announcement of something they're going to be doing here in November? And the singer says, oh, I'm not painting my forehead red. So we're going to put 3 stripes.
I feel like that's an FSU, like, Seminole chant thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, paint it red, 3 stripes. So I got to get a pen. What is that?
A Sharpie.
Not a Sharpie.
Lipstick works, too.
Or lipstick.
Face paint works.
Yeah, face paint.
Well, walk around. There you go.
I need one of those.
Did you have fun, Michael?
I had an absolutely great time.
What'd you like about it?
That everybody was there, and the music and the environment. I like the ambiance.
Well, Mike helped
So
carry
great.
stuff around, bring it in, bring it out, organize it. I want to say a big appreciation because Mike stayed with me to the very end.
And Mike helped, you helped the band, you helped unload their car also. So thank you for
Yes, I
that.
did.
They were incredible. Justin from 561 Music, everyone was incredible. Dominic Delaney, the support we got from the creative community, from one creative to another, is what it's all about. Sometimes I think, at least for me, I'm so focused on getting the edit done, getting the show produced, doing the business side, and working with you guys, I forget that it's all about the creatives and the support we have in our community. And that's what I loved about last night, is that we actually got into the community to support the community, and they supported us. And it was just the symbiotic support of what life should be. And I think we've all lost sight of that because we have people come in, everyone's in, but we actually got to go out, which I really liked.
Also want to thank Michelle Spears for putting up the
Oh my,
photo area
amazing.
and putting the things on the table and just all around effort. I want to thank her from the bottom
She
of my
worked
heart.
so hard.
Couch Talk will be here today.
And Lynn University did all of our printing. If you need printing, contact Creative Services at Lynn University. Their prices,
Are
their
insane.
quality of work,
Yeah.
their timeliness of turnover. You can look it up on the internet. Creative Services, Lynn University. Robert Lee runs it. And actually, there's a girl who works there as well. And I kept seeing her name and seeing her name. So I called her yesterday to give her the credit card. And I said, I think you went to elementary school with my daughter. And she said, what? I said, did you go to Del Prado Elementary? She said, yes. I said, are you this age? She said, yes. I said, you went to school with my daughter. She's like, that's crazy. Isn't that funny?
That's
It's small world type thing.
Totally small. Well, I got another crazy story. So we're leaving last night. Well, we're cleaning up. And our flyers, the plastic frames are on the table. So there was a table of men and a woman. They were all networking. They give me the flyer back. And he says to me, he said, I know you from University of Miami.
wow.
I'm like, okay. He said, he tells me my dorm room number. You lived in Pearson 404. I go, what? He said,
I don't know about that.
I remember you. We lived on the same floor. I'm like, how did you even recognize me? He goes, because I never forget a face. I'm like, what's your name? And he tells me his name. And he goes, we came to have a networking meeting. He does insurance. There was an attorney. There was
Oh, I know who it is.
all kinds of businesses there.
Black hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Do you know
Yeah,
him?
my dad's like that.
I know him.
My dad was he went to Yale. So you guys know the producer who does Everybody Loves Raymond? That was the valedictorian of his class. He also knows
Wow.
He also knows Timothy Chalamet's mom.
Well, I'm not Timothy Chalamet, and I'm certainly not the producer of any movie.
But I know
so
who
thought,
you're talking about.
I thought that was
I've
interesting.
done business with him.
Really?
And he came running out of the... He just came running. I'm like, whoa. And I said... I looked at him. He says, Freddie, it's me. Remember? And I said, oh, yeah, how you doing? And but I know exactly who you're talking
Funny,
about.
right? I don't even remember my dorm room number. So I remember the floor, but I couldn't tell you the dorm room number. That was 40 years ago. How crazy! Like exactly 40 years ago. That's insane.
Yeah, my mom gave me a bit about that actually. So like I was telling her we went to Universal once. It goes, Mike, I haven't been there in 20 years. How do you remember this stuff?
It's National Nut Day. That's why. What do you think it means? Do you think it's really like national a nut that you eat nut,
Why
Well, I
not do
don't know.
both?
or is it national like Dawn Day?
Why don't you ask Commissioner?
What's National Nut Day mean to you?
Are you a nut?
Yes.
Him for sure.
He's a peanut.
For sure. So if you could do it again, would you change anything from last night?
Would I change anything from last night? Yes, I would. I would make sure that the sound equipment gets off on time because we lost about 20 minutes.
But they caught up. I
But they
guess.
caught up. He didn't push us at
was
the
great.
end, which was nice.
Now we know.
Now we know to bring computers. I was supposed to bring my computer. What happened was I sent the shows from Jeff Santos to the radio stations in California because we produced that. I sent the wrong disclaimer on each show. I sent it to A instead of to B, the disclaimer. So I had to redo them. So that delayed me by 15 minutes. If I had finished at 4:15 and been there by 4:30, none of that would have happened. So that's on me. What would I have done different? You know, it's really tough because you had so many different things going on. The ladies in the back were working magical. I got to tell you,
The check-in girls.
the
Yeah.
checking girls, they came off without a flaw.
Someone asked me if there was a height requirement to be part of this new crew.
I know they're all small.
Tall.
They're not tall. There's only one tall one, Faith.
Faith is tall.
That's it.
Faith
All the
is
rest
tall.
of them are like 4-footers. And I don't know if we have enough pictures. I want to bombard social media today with
Did any of you guys take pictures? That you did.
Yeah, she was using my my camera case for the phone yesterday.
Unmute your mic. Tell us what you thought.
Oh, it was a really fun night.
Are you unmuted?
I'll mute them all. I'll mute all of them.
Is it good?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was a really fun night. I've always wanted to see like a rock band in a concert setting, so that was really cool.
You got to see 5.
I got to see 5, yeah. And yeah, I tried to record as much as I could. I only had like a problem with my phone storage, so I had to keep like recording and then deleting a bunch of stuff off of my storage and then going back to record.
Now, you do know that we have multiple computers in here that do that kind of function.
Yeah, but
You
I
could
don't
have
know how
taken
to use
one
it.
with you and unload your clip and then go again.
True, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I didn't really stop at the studio before I went
We
over
need to
there.
bring computers with
need
us to
big
the next
computers.
shoot.
That's one of the
That's why
changes.
I always have that little adapter for my phone thing for the
Of course
SD
he
cards.
does.
I know, but that doesn't help her.
And then the Delray Chamber came, and they took pictures of
Yeah, you kept
anything we
telling me.
wanted.
But you kept telling me the Delray Chambers, here. I'm like, Dawn, okay, what does that mean? You didn't tell me what I was supposed to do.
I just thought that was incredibly
Hundreds of
supportive of
pictures
them,
they
which
took.
was amazing.
Oh, is that what you were referring to?
Because was part of Do Good
I
Delray,
didn't know
which was
that.
for Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce, and to partner the non-for-profit with the for-profit. And they brought the photographer, and it wasn't just like one picture, we're in, we're out.
Hundreds.
They said, anything we want, we're here for you. And I thought, that is unbelievable.
I didn't even know how to answer that. I says, well, you could take pictures from here to the door, but I was kidding. He says, everybody. He went on a mission,
Amazing.
and he was everywhere.
They were amazing. So huge thank you. I was like, wow. So much community support. So much community support. And if you're ever in doubt, join the Delray Beach Chamber, because yesterday. They came out, they supported us. The event we went to last month, you saw everybody was there. Tomorrow, actually, we're going to be at the Delray Beach
Confirmed?
Youth Tennis. Yes, at Pompey Park, filming because their event is on the 30th of next week is their event. So we're going to go out and get some B-roll of the kids playing tennis. Maybe you and I will change after Coriander and hit the tennis courts and do something like that.
What? No.
Yeah,
No.
Dawn,
You're gonna
make
hit-
sure
go
you
on
hit the
tennis
ball
courts like
this
that?
time.
I know.
You know, you're planning these
Work.
redefining.
I know. So tomorrow's a busy
I
day.
heard it was B-roll. Now you're telling me it's tennis play.
It's B-roll. It can be anything we want it to be. We're confirmed, though, to go over there
So
tomorrow.
I'm gonna go in a 3-piece suit.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit a ball, a tennis ball, in a 3-piece suit. How you like me now?
And Gat is going to download her pictures. What did you like about last night?
A lot of things. The performances, first of all. The ambience, the community. Everyone just kind of coming together for common goal and support a cause. That was really nice to see in real time.
It's nice to see
Love
that
those
people came
words.
out last night. All of our hosts were there. Frank was there. Sally, Steve were there. Perla, Lisa and DeWaskin. They all made me appointments so we can meet and talk and collaborate. And, I pulled Crazy Uncle Mike. He must have been thinking I was crazy because I pulled him every 15 minutes. But somebody else wanted to talk or say thank you or whatever. They did not see the venue like that before. I don't know what that means.
I think some people hadn't been there. And then I love that Danny came at the end. And then I introduced her to Amaya. And Amaya said, "Are you an intern here?" She said, "I used to be." And Amaya was a new intern. And it's just the passing of the baton, which I thought, wow, he makes me teary.
I tell you, it's not a party without Danny. And she showed up at the end like a trooper. And she wanted us to hang out, but she got there so late.
Chloe, switch the camera.
She got there so late that I said, "No, I gotta go. I'm a little tired." She said, "No, we gotta hang out." So we stayed a little while. But it's nice to see them grow. And don't start with the tear thing because you made me break up when we had the interview with the Ruse. That wasn't easy either, watching them grow. Seeing Josh up there playing and Jay playing. And, you know, these kids, we saw them when they started. Some of them 4 years ago, some like Teddy 5 years, and she's married now. And
I know, it's crazy, right? See, you make me all teary. Actually, I did it to myself.
it's all
How can I make myself cry?
It's all part of
Seriously,
that.
I can't even blame you. I did it to myself.
You're sentimental and emotional. That's normal.
So it was great having you guys all there. And Kamish didn't get to make it last night.
Oh,
So you get to unpack the car. You get cleanup duty.
that's right.
All right.
You get to unpack it by yourself. What was I going to tell you? I was reminded last night. You know, I've been thinking about in the last 10 years of a lot of events that we've gone with the kids. And
Yeah.
we've gone on to do Kravis Center and things of that nature, different places that we've gone, different shoots that we've gone, different people that we've met on doing this. And you and I have known Crazy Uncle Mike since before COVID.
Yeah.
You know, since 2019, around there, right? So we know Mike 5 or 6 years. And I was elegantly reminded about what a big deal it is to host something at Crazy Uncle Mike's. That it's a privilege. That I says, well, you could rent out Crazy Uncle Mike's, and he says, no, it's not the same, because he believes in your charity and he put it forward, and he was really, really a gracious host.
He sent me that picture last night I sent to you.
A gracious host. I never got to meet his wife until last night, which I thought was kind of ultra special. She's a tall woman.
Yes, you haven't met her.
And she's hopefully she'll come in with him when they get here, hopefully. But Mike is really busy, so you never know. But he was the one that told us, don't close. And he looked at the group of kids we had, and he says, you know, what you got is a gift, is what he was telling me. He says, what you have put forward to give these young minds, men and women, an opportunity. And I was reminded about that this is one, I thought the Kravis Center in my world, in my little world, was the biggest thing we had ever done until last night. I thought that last night, I didn't know how to react. And I've been doing this game a long time, and you caught me. I was like, wow, this is so surreal. J.C. Dreesen, when we did that at the movie theater, I thought that was surreal. Me and Gio sat and we talked for hours till 3 o'clock in the morning about where we had come from. And I spoke to him this morning. I was talking to him on the phone. And he says, I wish I had gone because it's just surreal. And when you guys get older and you remember these days and when you have your careers and you're doing your thing, you have your kids, you're going to remember days like last night because you're going to remember that it was a stepping stone to growth. And sometimes I guess I have to be reminded, and I was. And it's true. I got to tell you. I didn't think that you were going to pull it off. I didn't think that it was going to work. I didn't think that people were going to come to an outside venue. I didn't think that there was enough control on our side. I didn't think that the kids were going to be inspired enough to do this, their urgency, because it's not here. But my God, did they prove me wrong. Not only were they organized, not only they had their round them up, it was the newbies that came to the forefront and took charge and did what they had to do.
Brand new. They've been here 2 weeks.
Some of them were here 2 days.
For true.
Right?
And they're bringing more. Maya's bringing in her friend
yes,
Alex,
on Thursday, Alex.
Tomorrow.
And it's a tribute to an idea that was hatched between you and your daughter 10 years ago. And I'll never forget the day that we were at the Heart of Del Rey Gallery and you and your daughter were talking at the table. And she came up with the idea and you came up with the ad and you put it in there and we got Teddy. And after that, no, we got the Rocket first before Teddy. And then after that, everything has changed. Everything. And when you guys are not here and we have a Monday, you really begin to appreciate what it is you have and how you have to lock it down because there's so much going on in this building. So much going on to bring a show, to do multiple shows, to bring ideas. I spent the whole night, I'm hoarse. I spent the whole night.
I have a bag of throat lozenges, I know.
Telling people, you do count. And there is a better way. And there are many ways of doing what we do. You just have to you have to give it an effort. So I have to, first of all, apologize for, I didn't doubt you. But every time I say no, it seems to get the better of you. And every time I say it ain't going to work, it seems like it riles them up against me and they prove me wrong. But I have to...
that's why I say when people say you can't do something, they're really giving you permission to go and prove them wrong.
Well, they sure as hell proved me wrong. And that was such an incident. It was such a different thing to watch. Watching Chloe humble herself. I thought that Chloe was going to go under the table. She didn't know what to do with herself. And then for her to go up there, and you actually, because you talk so soft, you don't talk loud enough, that the whole place went silent. Did you notice this? I was sitting in the back. You noticed?
Yeah,
I was sitting in the back talking
I
to
heard
somebody.
someone say to be quiet.
That was G-Man.
Everybody, but the whole place went quiet. I mean, the guys at the bar, they stopped. Everybody froze.
Yeah, you can
to
hear
what
a
you had.
drop.
Exactly. Never seen that. That's like going to a stadium and everybody goes quiet. And they heard what you had to say, and then there was the roar afterwards. So, a lot of emotions last night occurred. I may not always say it, but I gotta tell you, last night was one of the ones on the bucket list.
Bucket list you never know you had.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, what'd you like about it?
I liked how passionate all of the musicians were when they were playing.
They actually loved it.
They loved it. John Justice Parker knocked it out of the park. Heather Duran was so patient because we had some technical glitches with her time. She was unbelievable. Dominic Delaney, The Ruse, and Creeper Jr. Amazing. Yeah. You guys were fantastic. So you ready for the next one? I'm kidding.
Dana says, a great event. Thank you for having her. And yes, we shall talk.
Super woo-woo. We will definitely talk.
The Super Woo Network. That's what I was walking about.
So I got into my car today on my way here, and my odometer said
Again?
1111.
1111.
That's all. All the numbers were all ones when I got in my car to come here. I was like, wow.
There's something wrong with your car.
That was crazy, right?
The similar thing happened on the set of The Omen.
Except it was 6.
Exactly.
6.
Mine are all ones, which are angel numbers. So our good friend Leslie Harrington. I need to send that to her because her sign symbol are always ones. I got to send
Well,
her
I
my
haven't seen
odometer.
Leslie in such a long time.
I know, but she's always in my mind.
We should call her and invite her in.
Always in my mind. Cool things. So we've got Couch Talk coming up today.
Yep.
We've got Sarah Spiritual coming up today.
Yep.
Got a couple things. Tammy Time's going to
Are
be
we
in
taping?
today.
Tammy and
Yes,
who else?
Tammy.
Just Tammy, not Laura?
And not Laura, Tammy, and Faith Stories with Dawn DeMarco book.
Oh, okay. Oh, a lot of people. Come on down and check out a show.
The lull before the
yeah.
craziness starts.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, if I guess in New York, where I assume they have a building that has 100 floors, do they have floor 13?
No.
No, it's considered bad luck.
No. They go
Do they
from
have
12
do
to...
they have 66?
Yes.
Why 66 a bad luck number?
It's 666.
Oh.
No, so they have a 13th floor, but they disguise it as the 14th floor.
They go from 12 to 14. There's no 13. I mean, there are buildings, yes. The bigger ones, superstitious, the architecture, no. I also found out that they built the tunnel from France to England. You know, the tunnel is underneath the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the channel.
The channel. Do you know why they had to build it from equal size, from one from each direction?
Otherwise, it would collapse.
They couldn't build in one direction. Apparently, the pressure to build it is so strong, like he says, it would collapse. So they had to build it in this direction so they can throw out the pressure backwards. It's really strange, though. It's a marvel that whole thing. It should have collapsed. It should never have worked. But the architects that did that were spectacular. But no, normally they don't build the 13th floor.
Do you guys know the only mammal that can fly? You don't answer.
I know this one. It's actually my favorite.
Chicken.
Did you know there's a
That's
mammal?
bird.
There's one mammal that can fly. I learned this on my way in
The
today.
flying dolphin. Flying whale?
I was thinking it was a joke, and I was thinking like humans on an airplane, but that was not the answer.
What's the answer?
Squirrel.
No,
someone
they
someone
glide.
said that. They said a flying squirrel. Any
No,
other
they
guesses?
glide.
No, what?
Bat.
Oh.
I didn't even know a bat was a mammal.
It is. It's a warm-blooded animal.
Well, actually, do you know that one of the cool things about bats is the smallest bat in the world is called the bumblebee bat. It can actually fit in the palm of your hand.
Oh, they can also swim
Yes.
without like they just automatically know how to swim.
Did you know that whales have breasts?
Mm-hmm. Do you know that whales have hip bones and actually where their legs would have been thousands of generations ago? They used to live on land, but the species that eventually became whales went back in the ocean, so they still have the hip bones where their legs would have been.
And they have breasts. They have breasts.
I guess because they have to nurse their young.
Yeah.
But they're mammals. They have breasts. Did
Yeah.
you know that, got that? A whale is a mammal, and it has breasts.
Well, do you guys know what the only living relative of the elephant is?
The hippo.
Manatee.
Rhinoceros?
Oh, the manatee.
Yeah, so if you look at it, they actually have fingernails on their flippers.
Yeah.
Of manatees?
Like the manatees have fingernails?
Yeah.
Like the elephant? Oh, okay.
But it's really funny because, thousands of years ago, sailors actually mistook them for mermaids. That's why their classification is Serena. So, manatees...
Are mermaids real?
Depends on how you look at it, right?
No. Are they real, yes or no?
No, I think what happened was drunk sailors at sea for a long time, they mistook a manatee or a dugong or Steller sea cow
As a person?
as a person because they couldn't really see it because of the lighting conditions.
I thought they jumped in the ocean to
So
marry
they
them.
mistook a sea cow for a manatee?
Yeah.
For a mermaid?
Yeah.
Wow, I could go so many places with that. I just won't.
No,
do it.
don't go there.
But like the oldest mermaid story comes from Assyria.
Sorry.
So there's some of the oldest legends out there.
Interesting. All right, Gordon, how was your night? How was your scary movie night?
Good.
What'd you see?
Halloween 2018.
Is it Halloween 2018?
Yeah. From 2018.
Is that that?
No,
that-
it's Halloween.
It's Michael Myers.
Is that Michael Myers guy that
Yeah.
doesn't die no matter if you blow him up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the best part. You know the mask that he wears? Do you know where it comes from?
William Shatner.
Yeah, it was a cheapo plastic William Shatner mask that they reshaped and repainted.
But let me ask you a question. Did he come back to life again?
No, he was.
They always do.
I don't do scary movies. Do you guys have Halloween plans?
I'm doing a party up in Melbourne with my girlfriend and
listen,
her friends.
I gotta ask you a question now that you've mentioned that. Apparently, we have a taping tomorrow of Center Stage.
Tomorrow, not Friday?
Friday.
Okay.
Tomorrow's Friday?
Tomorrow's Thursday. Morning.
And they're saying that they're having a Halloween party.
I kind of saw that. I don't know what that entails, though.
Well, it entails that we are allowed to get dressed up in Halloween clothes if we want.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can buy it later after my doctor's appointment.
On Friday or
Well,
tomorrow?
I was going to
I
ask.
can buy it on Friday, actually. I'm going to be here on Friday anyways.
Well, I was going to ask, who's here Friday? Any of you guys here Friday? 1, 2, 3.
We're all
of
here.
them. All right. Do you want to get dressed up for Halloween? Is that the last?
Sure.
Is that the last Halloween?
Actually, Halloween is next Friday.
Right, yeah,
but
it's next
No,
Friday.
it's
'Cause
next
I
Friday.
won't
No,
be
it's
here
too
next
early.
Friday.
You
Yeah,
won't
a
be
lot
here
of
next
people
Friday?
won't. No.
Then I got to drive all the way up to Melbourne to help set up.
So
for
why
our
don't we
friend.
celebrate Halloween this Friday? I think that sounds fantastic.
This Friday's this Friday.
So why don't we do Halloween this Friday?
You
I'm
wanna
out
do
next
Halloween
Friday.
this
You're out
Friday?
next Friday.
Sure.
You want to get dressed for Halloween? Look at Gata.
Got this like.
Gata, you can put on 6 whiskers and you'll be like Gata. I'm going to wear last year's Halloween mask. Is it still in the box?
Yeah, the box is upstairs. I was watching one of the shows I watch on TV, that neurological show, and they were giving someone a mental cognition test who was bilingual, and they show the cards, and one was Hattie's a picture of a cat, and they had to say it in Spanish, and I thought of you and Gato. I'm like, that is hilarious.
La Gata. El
Like
Gato.
that.
You know what? Speaking of which, what is your guys' favorite scary movie since Halloween is next week?
I don't do scary movies.
Yeah, I just saw it. The Conjuring, what is it?
Conjuring?
Even Snow White is
Conjuring.
scary to me. The Witch,
No,
don't like
Conjuring.
it.
Well, you know how she got the old lady voice for that?
How?
She had dentures, and so what she did was when she was the queen, she had them in, but when she would take them out, and that's how she got the.
You know, we have these facts that come on our screen every day. We should add
Test
your
him.
facts.
No, we should test him.
Oh, we could do that too.
We can ask you, is Sam Houston sworn in today or not? True or false? Don't look at the answer.
Well, actually, do you guys
This
know
day
who
in
his
history.
descendant is?
Who?
Bill Paxton.
Sam Houston? Who the hell is Sam Houston?
Sam Houston was the guy that was during the Texas Revolution. You know, that's the guy that was played by Dennis Quaid in the Alamo movie.
Oh, so you remember the movie? That's how you know the facts?
Did you ever think of going on a game show?
Yes, many people have said that.
So why don't you
Why
do
don't you
that?
try it?
Because I think that they'll slam me with a math question, I'll lose.
I don't know, but you got
No,
to
what's-
figure there's a balance of knowledge versus math.
What's the name of that show where you pick the columns?
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Oh yeah, well we actually had a story about that. So we were actually having dinner and we're doing Jeopardy, and I'm getting 9 out of the 9 categories. And then the double Jeopardy question is, you know, I don't remember the answer, but the picture was the guy with the president with the funky mutton chop sideburns. And my mom goes, I don't even know who this is. Like, oh, it's Martin Van Buren. Turns out I was right. Meanwhile, I don't know anything about Martin Van Buren other than he has the funky.
You should try out for Jeopardy. Let's check it out. Let's see when their next.
Let's send it in.
Roll
I think
call
you
is.
gotta, yeah, you have to do a pre and see if you
But
accept.
then you have to write down all the questions.
No, you don't have to write them down. You just have to write a word. Can
I'm
you do
sure
that?
they would make some modifications for you because they have to.
No, they don't have to.
It's by law. That's called the Americans with Disabilities Act. Yes, they
No,
have
they
to.
have to give them opportunity
Yes,
too.
to find somebody
But they're
that
not
can
gonna
write for you.
They're not gonna. No, I've never in all the years I've seen that show, never seen that.
You never know. Let's break the barrier of it.
Can you write words?
I can, but you
Okay.
won't be able to read them.
Oh, a lot of people write words that they can't read them, but they already know they have somebody on the side that can read your
There you
handwriting.
go.
They do it.
Yeah, the Americans with Disability Act has to provide services for people that have different
Oh,
abilities.
you know, I have a story about that with my bad handwriting. I went to a convention once. Someone got my name and my room number and ordered 2 beers. So as I'm checking out, I was like, oh, you have a tab there. I'm like, I don't recall doing that. And it's like, well, you signed for it. I go, let me see that signature. And it, you know, like how most people have a really neat signature. And anyone who's ever seen my signature, it looks like a 3-year-old draws it. They go, and they looked into it like, oh, okay. I go, this is the one time my bad handwriting saved my
I want you to
life.
look that up today. Find out when the next Jeopardy roll call is, whatever casting call
Do you
is.
want to know? You want to hear what I found out? So my handwriting is atrocious. You've seen my
I don't
handwriting.
think so.
But that's because Chuck's is worse. But my handwriting is atrocious.
You
You
just
know
write
what I
in
found out?
capitals. What?
That no, you read. That's reading. I mean, when I write, I found out that I used to be a lefty, so I'm writing with my right hand when I should be writing with my left hand.
Well, that's Tim Burton draws with his left hand. That's why his drawings are so weird.
I used to be a lefty also, and my handwriting is.
And my handwriting was better with my left hand when I was younger. Not anymore, but when I was younger.
Did any of you guys ever see Back to the Future?
I had to manually switch because of a medical issue.
So now you're a lefty again?
No, I'm a right.
Now you're a righty.
Okay, so do you remember the dad in Back to the Future?
Yeah.
You know the younger version where he's got his hand stretched out writing the story with his hand? That's because he's left-handed. That's why, for example, when he does the punch at the end, he's using his left hand instead of his right.
You know what's funny? What do you think the theme of that movie is?
That you can always change that nobody's fate is decided. You make it whatever you make it.
What do you think it is?
Time travel.
What do you think it is? Girls. Back to the Future. Ever see it?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
What do you think the theme of that is?
Time travel.
Okay, Chloe? What happened to the other mic, but okay.
I think that it's mostly about like lesson learning and how what you do in the past impacts the future, but you are actively in the past and in the future at the same time.
Well, like the first one, if you notice, Marty has no self-confidence about sending in his audition tape, right? Which is something his dad has in the 1955. So Marty teaching him to be self-confident allows him to be self-confident later in the film.
So apparently Michael J. Fox was interviewed because it's timeless. Right. And to him, the movie was about bullying.
Yeah.
And how bullying is so still prevalent that it's about going against Biff the bully and how everyone is always fighting the bully.
That's the last one.
No, that's the first one.
So while everyone all of your themes are true themes, but in his mind,
well, where was the bullying aspect in the first one?
Remember Biff, the guy goes
who beat up the dad, tried to get the mom in the car.
Yeah, but that he played a bad guy role.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But he was like the local bully.
It was the local bully thug, and how you can overcoming bullying.
I thought it was interesting writing how you can change one thing in the past by simply changing something.
Well, because in the beginning of the movie, Biff was always bullying his dad, so he never had the confidence to stand up for himself in his entire life. And the moment he does, he fundamentally alters his entire family's history.
I wasn't a big fan of Back to the Future.
I love that movie.
I love that movie. Do you know yesterday I bought stuff?
You can actually visit the Hill Valley set in California. It's still there.
Like memorabilia. Like if you collect memorabilia. I did yesterday. I bought a couple pieces. But it's always timeless to have that memorabilia. At least.
I didn't even know that she had left. I had my eye on that Gooden shirt. So when I got home, I said to Linda, Dwight Gooden, I grew up watching. I didn't grow up. I was at John Hancock when he was pitching. I would have liked to have bought this. She says, why didn't you tell me? I would have bought it. I guess.
So, like for example, like the old World War II comics.
I'm sure I can get it for you.
They're worth a fortune now because during World War II you had the paper drives. So, like, say if you have a pre-World War II Captain America first issue, you could sell it for a fortune today because there's just not that many of them left.
Their prices last night were unbelievable.
They were good?
Really good. So I will reach out to Socially Funded today. I'm sure they will be happy to send it over to this coast.
Yeah, I was interested in that aspect of the jerseys. You got some nice pieces.
Saving it for Hanukkah.
I didn't see the Hamilton piece.
I'm saving it for the kids for Hanukkah gifts. So I thought it's a win-win. It gives back to charity. It's a great gift. And at this stage in life, what do you get your kids?
Speaking of Hamilton, the guy who wrote the songs for that?
Yes.
He's actually the guy who's wrote all the songs for Encanto.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, he wrote all the songs for that.
They're doing a lot of great things. Are we wrapping this up? Are they coming in today?
Who?
Couch Talk?
We're supposed to.
I'm just wondering.
I'll find out. Reach out.
All right, let's wrap this up. I'm glad you guys had a great time. Where's Gatto?
He's sitting out.
He's around here.
Gatto. You want to come tell us what you liked about last night before we wrap up?
Yeah, what happened? What time did you leave? What time did you leave last night? What
you
you
have
think
fun?
about last night? You were tired last night. You must have worked hard yesterday. I can see it in your face.
I woke up really early the day before. We went to Miami, so my dad was like, "If we gotta go somewhere, we gotta go really early." So we woke up at like 5 and drove up to Miami or down to Miami.
You looked like you had a full day.
I was beat, but I thought it was an amazing event. I really loved it.
was
Creeper Jr. blew my mind.
Creeper?
Yes, they were amazing.
They
the
aged.
Ruse was even better. But I thought it was great. I thought the atmosphere was great. The stage was amazing. Sound people great. And I don't know. I think I didn't have any expectations for the event, which made it even better. Because I didn't really know who was going to play. Like, I knew Heather and Parker. But just seeing Creeper just kind of blew my mind.
Oh, you've never
They
met
were so
Creeper?
good. No, I didn't meet Creeper before.
The 9-year-old? The
I
9-year-old
I
phenomenon?
felt bad because I thought their name was from Minecraft because Minecraft has creepers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, is it Minecraft? And the mic caught me saying it. And I was like, oh.
I thought that when Gato brings up a good point, and nobody expected anything. We didn't know what to expect. And it all fell into place, which was... It's a rarity.
It's funny because in my mind I knew exactly what was happening, but I guess I didn't share my mind with everybody else.
I saw some adults doing the rock thing. It's like, wow.
But only, we knew the pieces. We knew the players individually, but none of the guests knew the players. So collectively, it was like, wow, because we knew Heather, you knew John, and you knew Dominic, right? But Andrew's not here for all of our shows. Creeper, and then the Ruse. So there's pieces of everything we do here in the studio, but they've never been all put together in a show, in a spotlight. Which is, it's kind of everything you wanted to for so many years. You wanted to spotlight all different venues as like a variety show. You got all that music.
So this is what I would have recommended. I didn't know that there was an area in the back where Crazy Uncle Mike was having his people. He had a segment back there. And what I would have done is I would have had the bands come down for a photo shoot and agree to meet after they did their performance. That's one of the things that I would change. Because everybody kept asking me about the 9-year-old, because he's young. So when I got to the front of the stage and they came down, I says, I want you guys to walk through the crowd and just say hi. And if you have cards or 561, if
Right.
you have cards, just walk through the crowd and do this. So what they did was they followed me to the back. So the little kid says to me, "That was amazing." I thought he was talking about the stage. He was talking about walking through the crowd. He says, everybody says, "Who are you? What's your name?" Da, da, da. Which was really amazing. So I think what Gato's saying makes a whole lot of sense. I didn't know what to expect. And you got all this stuff that came at once. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, no party's complete without Gato.
And you saw Gato up on stage?
Yeah, I went up on stage.
He's like, the party don't start till he walks in.
I'm going to tell you, I didn't know you were
Sure.
a public speaker.
I'm my public speaking, I guess, is getting better as time goes on. Like I said, when we were on After Hours, maybe 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to even think of going up on stage, but interacting with everybody, meeting new people, talking to show hosts, trying to figure everything out for the shows, I think it took me out of my shell a little bit. So now I'm able to kind of go on stage or go up on Ford's Garage and talk. But yesterday, I was just a little more nervous. I think it was probably just the tiredness that kind of made my voice a little shakier because I thought I was going to be a little more better prepared. But once I got up there, I kind of blanked out
your
a little
heart was
bit.
pounding.
Yeah. But it's still, I think the event was great. And Chloe went up with me and I just talked because when people ask me about the foundation or when we went to FAU, I always kind of try to give an example of our interns. I think Chloe and Gordon are great examples of interns who've kind of prospered. Abdullah even more so. And, I just kind of want to tell people the truth instead of just giving just facts because I think even for me, I'm out of my shell. I'm able to talk to people now.
Well,
So that's great.
you, my friend, are a big example of what we do. And we've come to rely on your judgment and your decision making and your equipment pick and moving things around. And now if I had known that you were this good, I would have made you the MC.
Oh,
So
man.
you go up there and be the MC. Why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? he's shown yesterday and other abilities and things of that nature. And we have El Gato up there, and then La Gata, we just got to get her going again and cranking her up and let her become. You see, because where you are is where he was. And look at him now. He's superstar. He's shining. Same thing with G-Man. G-Man, you have to be careful because he'll eat up a stage. But he loves having a good time. And he wants everybody to do that. So it was cool. Yes, it was fun.
It's great to see a lot of faces, returning faces, come back for the event too. I saw Perla there, Lisa was there.
Yeah.
Saw a whole bunch of people that were there, and it's just nice to see them come out and support our cause. You know, because we are trying to make a difference. So it's just great. I love the event. I thought it was amazing. I love the live music aspect of it.
Do you like it on the outside better than you like it on the inside? Was that a different? It was a different event, but which one you think would you prefer to do the next one, there or something here again?
I think there is great. I mean, Mike was amazing, allowing us to be at the venue in the first place, and they already have a sound person, you know, and it just makes things a lot easier. And just having that venue, there's a lot of character there. The light up guitars everywhere, the great food, the great drinks. So I think there's great. I love our studio, but it's hard to beat Uncle Mike's aura that he has at that place. And I loved it. I really did.
I gotta get a stage now.
Oh my God, another one.
I gotta get a stage. I gotta get the Hamilton stage. The whole back I'm gonna re-ring. Everything's coming out. I'm gonna put a stage to the back with a thing on top. What they call that? And we won't have that whole thing in the back. I have to rechange. That's what I decided.
Morning. I guess they're not doing a show today.
Oh, I'm gonna find out as soon as we get off.
All right, ready to wrap this up? Thank you to everybody from Duca Del Rey, the Chamber, to Crazy Uncle Mike, to all of our sponsors and guests, and especially to you guys, because I would never in a million years when I met you think we would be here doing what we're doing.
And before we end, I know you always thank us, but I just also wanted to humbly thank you guys
too.
Because I wouldn't have been at Gypsy Nation. I wouldn't have been at any other event like that if it wasn't for you guys. And I wouldn't be up on stage talking if it wasn't for you guys. So
yeah, I wouldn't
as much as you say thank you to us, I think a very good thank you is in order for you guys for giving us the ability to kind of grow. And for buying me bongo ties and everything.
You found them?
I found them. So
well, we appreciate all the effort.
You're a rock star.
You are.
Thank you.
Your ears must have been ringing all night. Everybody was talking about it. That's why I came about your shoes. Remember I asked you, did you change your shoes?
Yeah, I did change my shoes.
Oh, everybody was commenting about your shoes.
Yeah, Charlotte was like, oh my God.
Everybody.
She was the only person I heard from.
No, they were telling me, who's the girl with the new shoes, with the nice shoes, with this shoes, with that shoe? I said, who are they talking about? Pumps?
Still at Pumps, yeah. I don't know.
But you organize it. You got all the kids. The new kids were amazing in the back. A lot of the new kids, they took over and they did their thing. I asked them about shirts and this and this and yes, and more yeses. They sold shirts and everything.
You organized the whole crew, so thank you for that. That was above and beyond.
Yeah, thank you. No problem.
Incredible.
It was
amazing.
It was
Mr. Lanchalado.
Did you like it?
It was great.
What would you change?
I think it was great turnout. I told Dawn when it was like 7:30. I was like, everyone's still here. Like they stayed to the very end.
Go.
Which I was like, that's great. That's what you don't see is from start to finish.
That's what I was shocked.
Yeah.
They didn't stay. They stayed the whole night. The whole event. Nobody left. Even some of the Spanish, they stayed. Mm-hmm. But mostly they stayed the whole event for us. That was really strange.
And people came at the end. The dancers came. Liza and DJ Raul came.
To come up.
The performers were great. Still can't get over Creeper Jr. So those children.
9-year-old, 9, 12, and 14.
What? Wait, he was 9?
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
I think.
No, he's 9. He says, I am 9. I said, are you sure? Well, I'm going to be 9 soon.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
And the guitar's as big as him. Yeah. And he's like, so nonchalant. Yeah.
He had great stage presence, too.
Yeah.
He was such a rocker. He needed more like monitor sound and everything. Everyone was just like, they just clapped for him with that. Yeah.
It was great.
They got something. I spoke to Mom and Dad. I said, you got something here. Just keep going.
I want to see more of them. They got to come to the studio and perform again.
They actually told me they would. They would come in midday to
You should invite them on Friday.
I think if we do it a day when they're off of school. Oh, they're homeschooled actually. We can get them in.
Right.
They homeschool.
I mean, no wonder why their
they're homeschooled.
If they were at school, they wouldn't.
And
be
they
that
write
good.
their own
they're
music and
homeschooled.
everything else. And they argue about what music to play. That was the fun part.
You know, the little one has never been in school because
He just started.
he's
his
8, and you
homeschooling.
think about COVID was 5.5 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
He's
wow.
never been into a physical school. The older ones had, and when COVID came,
Yeah.
they went homeschool. That's pretty amazing, right? So I'm sure they would come.
No, they told me they would. The guys, the father and the mother, saying to me, "This is incredible." Now they've done other events. They've done amphitheaters and parks and that. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them around like a groupie now.
And I think they live in Jupiter, so they came away. It would be great. We got to bring them back into play. They haven't played here. We just did the interview on After Hours.
Well, Crazy Uncle Mike's is an accomplishment. It's like if we had the right to play at Kravitz, and they played on that stage. This is as close as you can get to
I
it.
hear somebody outside.
Yeah, that's couch talk. You hear them?
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Amazing. So thank you all for everything. And Andrew, thank you for those words because we don't do it for thanks. Sometimes we stress ourselves out like Monday. But then yesterday, you guys just pulled it all together and it was truly amazing. We could not have done it without every single one of you guys.
True that.
From check-in to shirts to pictures and computers and video and everything. I can't wait to see all of the content you filmed. So let's see if we can put something out. I know it's like so last minute, but I'd love to get something out today. At least pieces. And then put something
15
together
pieces will
for later. All right.
bombarding.
Ready to
People
wrap this
ask-
up?
Yep.
I know we have to get it out there. So thank you. We will see you midday.
Don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.